Please don't hesitate to use the chat box for your questions and feedbacks, and this session will be recorded and will be uploaded to the exhibitor's virtual booth. Let's get started. Tanmay, over to you.
Yeah. Hi everyone. I am the Internet of Things engineers at Noble Systems. So let's start with the presentation. I'll explain what Noble Systems actually does. First of all, at Noble Systems, we are trying to build, actually, we have a proven solution for GIS based real-time monitoring for water utilities. Uh, let's deep dive into what a Noble system is and a little bit background about it. Noble System has a 25 years experience in the water industry, delivering real-time maps and GIS mapping solution with a complete asset management solution. It was actually started with a motive to digitize paper maps, and we started building on tools on that complete map to help the water utilities increase the efficiency in the day-to-day operations. So the main product we have is a product is called as GeoViewer, and this GeoViewer has several solutions, which I will go through a point wise. Basically, it has a water monitoring solution for the water levels, pressure, and water quality. Noble Systems has an asset management solution which detect leaks and enables predictive maintenance. It also provides customer service, for example, real-time updates on closures and disruptions, hourly consumption, leak detection, and customer feedbacks. Also, Noble Systems helps to forecast the demand, monitor consumption to help and manage pressure and speed the water operations throughout the system. It enables staff safety and track operation performance, including workforce capacity and work orders. So this was a kind of just a background of what solutions are inbuilt into the GeoViewer solution. Let's deep dive into what GeoViewer actually is. So GeoViewer is a real-time total operation management solution for utilities. It isn't just a asset management solution. It creates a digital twin model. What I mean by digital twin model is we are basically trying to implement real-time monitoring solutions, work out the data into hydraulic model and AI and machine learning models, and give you an output that is actually helping you increase the efficiency of the field guys, and also reduce the non-revenue water loss in the water district from year to year. We have an application which is mobile and web based. So all the tools are already integrated into the mobile application, has a button function, and also in the online application. It allows a remote management of the staff. You can actually track all the staffs in real time and the actual locations across the district through the mobile application and the online application. It's a proven solution across the United States and Philippines, and people have started actually liking the this solution a lot since the last decade, whether it's the field operations or it's the office staff. Um, so also with this solution, we also do non-revenue water loss solutions, which actually helps to reduce the non-revenue water loss across the utilities. We provide the solutions using the suggestions and actually giving the proven tools to reduce the non-revenue water loss using this technology. I will go ahead and just give you a background on actually how this complete software is built. So starting with if suppose any utility which doesn't have any digitized maps, we can actually collect the map using the mobile, collect the assets using the mobile application and build it onto the map. So this is going through a scratch of collecting the data from the mobile application, building the complete map and getting it digitized onto the mobile application has an interactive map, not just a map but an interactive map. And there are several tools that are built onto this map to help the district track the asset or interact with the asset or let the office management know what the office staff what the field staff is actually working on day to day. This data is again verified in the field and checked for accuracy. We can also import the existing data if available into the system. So example, if you have any Esri system or any Esri data or ASBILs, we can import that into our system. And finally, a map is created with interactive tools. Uh, let's go ahead. What the real-time monitoring solution Noble Systems offers. If you can see in this presentation, we have a device which is a complete standalone device where you can install it at a place where there's no power or there's no network. This device actually works on a battery powered solution. It has a unique patented water level and water pressure monitoring solution where you can plug in the probes for water quality, water pressure, or maybe flow, and also for the valve turning solution into this box. And this box was actually, by box, I mean it's actually a Internet of Things gateway. It is powered by a technology called IoT, where it works on a dedicated network to send the data from this field to the GeoViewer platform, which we have. And this is battery powered, and you can actually, if you are looking for a solution where you want to monitor the pressure in real time, this device can give you the readings maybe from 3 seconds to 3 minutes, and everything is in actual real time, where even if the pressure goes up and down below a threshold or maybe there is a leak, you will get notified about it immediately. um, so this is the actual setup or the UI where the customer can see it on GeoViewer. So on the left hand side, you can see the pressure charts on GeoViewer, where it's monitoring the pressure across the air release valve. You can, if you want a more detailed information about the pressure, you can click on the report and you can get a complete PSI timeline. You can see the max PSI, the average PSI across a day, the minimum PSI across a day, or the complete 24 hours timeline of that pressure across that particular point in the district. This solution is actually designed to give you two benefits. One is to detect any pressure leak as quickly as possible. So for example, if you have a underground pipeline which has leaked, since the underground pipeline pressure is has constant across a lateral line, it can give you real-time pressure alerts about it. And we have clients where they used to come up they used to know about a pipeline leak for a pipeline underground in about 3 to 4 days. But using this solution, they know about this pipeline leak in about a day, or not even a day, I'm sorry, in about a 1 or 2 hours, or maybe within minutes. If the leak is a very evident, or if the leak is huge, or the pipeline has a very uh, disruptive disruptive effect on the district. Also, this is basically an solution where it's showing you a leak across a air release valve, where you can see the pressure is fluctuating above or below the threshold. which the user has set through GeoViewer. And you can see these are the messages which we get as text on our phone. You can see it says that the critical pressure at a location Teresa backup current value is 0 psi. Please take the necessary action. So once the user or the field guy gets this solution, I mean this text message as an alert, they can actually go to this place and address this leak as soon as possible, as compared to not using the device where they used to come to know about the leak in about 4 to 5 days. So basically, at the end, you are trying to reduce your non-revenue water loss by getting to this actual location of the leak as soon as possible. um, Using these alerts, you can also create work orders on GeoViewer platform, where we have provided a simulation platform on GeoViewer where you can actually see which pipeline is in a leak using like the interactive methods on GeoViewer, and simulate which valves or which parcels in your district will be affected by this leak or maybe affected by a repair across the pipeline. So you can see there are two nodes to this map. These are actually the parcels in between which are affected by a pipeline replacement or a pipeline a repair across the district. The staff can also identify and close the valves which are needed or suggested by GeoViewer in order to repair this particular pipeline. Um, so using the digital twin method and using GeoViewer, you can actually do the valve maintenance. So just to see the valve maintenance data has a dashboard on GeoViewer. You can see the which how I mean how many number of valves are inoperable, how many number of valves needs a repair, how many valves are okay, like they do not need any repair, or how many valves are resurveyed. So on the right hand side, if you see on the map, all the valves have been colored. So there have been colored red, yellow, green. So the red ones are the ones which require a repair. The yellow ones are the ones which have been repaired recently, and the I mean have been not repaired recently, and the green ones are the ones which have been repaired recently. So you can get an overview of what's going on the map. um, I will move on to what actually is the benefit of the digital twin, of using digital twin. So what we do is, as I told you before, we will take all this real-time data, push all this data into a hydraulic model, and complement this with the AI and machine learning algorithms to give you something called as a simple business risk index. So what is this business risk index? Is basically telling you how soon and particular asset might fail. So let's take an example of a main line across the district or a major main line in the district. That main line will have a probability of a leak, which we call it as a business risk index. And this business risk index comes through two things, which is the consequence of failure and the probability of failure. Now, why do we actually require this business risk index? uh, Many of the people in this or who has joined today might be from water districts, and I know that you guys do a pipeline replacement program each year, right? And to do this pipeline replacement program, we will provide a solution using AI, machine learning, and hydraulic model to tell you which pipeline you can replace, or what the data suggests of which pipelines you need to replace. And this is not only like a standalone solution, but it will actually complement to what your field guys says, like is this pipeline bad or good, and you can just complement this with this data from machine learning and AI algorithm, and which will give you a business risk index. So this is a dashboard from our platform which tells you for a particular pipeline. So currently I've clicked on a pipeline, and to just see it has a overview. You can see a consequence of failure chart where one of the pipeline, if suppose a pipeline has a rating of 5, it has a higher probability of a leak compared to a pipeline with a rating of 1. So this complete color coding is actually represented on GeoViewer, has a AI a BI map where it tells you which pipelines in the district needs a replacement. So this way, for your pipeline replacement program, you can consider this overview from the map and also your CIP program to replace your pipelines. This will actually help you to replace a pipeline which is suggested by the AI and machine learning algorithm, and also by the field guys, to replace the pipeline, and not a pipeline just based on a little bit 2 or 3 leaks, or very frequent leaks, but that pipeline might be good. So this is what the business risk index does. um, and going through digital twin for this business risk index, as I told you, it's the IoT data, it's the maintenance data, it's the consumption data that goes into this algorithm to help you get a business risk index year to year. And this changes in real time. So at a point where you want to change, replace pipelines, this will help you get all this real time data into the system and change it every year. So maybe a pipeline is showing green in 2014, might not be showing red, sorry, might be showing red in 2021. So that way, each year the pipeline replacement program will be complemented by the AI and machine learning method. um, we have also using the digital, once you have set up this digital twin into your system using GeoViewer, we will also help you forecast the pressure for the next 24 hours. I'm sorry, actually the pressure and the demand across 24 hours or 48 hours across the system. So that way you can have a more digitized or more advanced operation management across the district. So this is the same screen which I was showing previously, but this is sort of a zoomed out, sorry, a zoomed in screen. So here you can see we are actually predicting the pressure across a junction for the next 6 hours. So for suppose you are in the office and you want to forecast what might be the demand or what might be the pressure across a junction in the district, you can actually use this tool, enter the demand, and see how much will be the pressure across that junction. And this is available for all the water assets across all the districts if you have the data for it. um, so how this complete system is actually helping you reduce the non-revenue water loss from year to year. We have several tools, such as GeoViewer will help you monitor the pressure flow in real time. So it's very obvious that if there is a leak, you will get the alerts, and that leak will be addressed very soon than it was supposed to be using GeoViewer. GeoViewer, you can also collect the demand driven data across the complete district. What I mean by the demand driven data is you can calculate the water loss for the for a hydrant shear or a hydrant hit or maybe a pipeline leak using the GeoViewer tool. you can create real-time work orders and service order and know what's the operation efficiency across a timeline. Also have a meter replacement program which helps the utility to track how many meters have been replaced, and corresponding to that also helps to know how much water or maybe read the meters using the GeoViewer tool. GeoViewer tool will also help you predict the non-revenue water loss using the machine learning algorithms. So at the end of the year, if you do a water loss audit, or maybe if you want to enter how much water has been lost, you can just export CSV files from GeoViewer and just input it into that audit. It's as simple as that. Um, so using this GeoViewer tool, you can complete a cycle to reduce the non-revenue water loss. Uh, Here is the 5 steps, which is a proven method, and most of our clients in United States and Philippines are using. Let's go through this method. First is like we'll help you create a GIS mapping system, maybe collecting each asset and just create a digitized map. Monitor the real-time water levels, pressure, and other conditions. Create a digital twin by forecasting the demand, pressure, and flow. Push all this data into an AI and machine learning method to have a business risk index for each asset. And the last step is basically have a capital improvement plan to remove or replace the assets and complete this asset management cycle every year. Like this will keep on changing every year. And this is simply using the GeoViewer tool, which is as easy as to use from a field guy to an office guy. As we know, through some tough times of COVID, so we have the tools where you can reduce have a contactless method, basically having contactless app to read the meter, electronic payment of the bills, paperless forms to generate work orders, monitoring system from the water system, and also allowing the public to get customer reviews from the app itself. Um, we also having a tailored solution where the public can actually submit work orders for the system, and they can submit it using the app to ensure the water district can address this issue such as graffiti or pipeline leak, or maybe meter issues through the app itself. This complete GeoViewer system is implemented on the AWS platform, which is secured and a SaaS model. There is no maintenance such as GIS staff or servers and a software. These are some of the customer testimonials from Philippines. Some of them are from Teresa Water District, some of them from Bogo Water District, and we have many more customers in Philippines and United States too. Um, I will go through a short video on the digital twin in action, and actually what happens while using this digital twin method. You can get an overview of what's going on in the system by getting the work orders through the system. I'm actually accessing the IoT data from the map. Now the user is clicking on the chart where you can see the complete IoT data, the live data. This can be also done for trend for an year or maybe for a day. Uh, this is a real-time alert which I've got on the phone for a leak across that particular section of the district. You can get an overview of the complete work orders And also, if any field guy wants to go to that particular work order location, they can route it using the system. You can track the number of hours or the amount of water loss using this system. And I will actually move to you can track who has worked on this work order, and also track the equipments which has gone through fixing a leak using GeoViewer. Um, so, okay. So this system is actually showing you how much was the labor cost that has gone through it and who worked on that system. This is helping you track which are the parcels that are affected by it, and you can send it to anybody in the district. So this is an AI-based asset management system, which is currently the system is showing. You can track how many work orders has been worked through in the time span you have selected. Maybe, for example, this is from 1st January to 20th January. You can see it has a heat map on GeoViewer. So next thing is I I'm currently going through the system for the type of work orders, the department which has worked on it, and also the status of each work order. This is a dashboard which tells you how much cost has gone into fixing these work orders, the operational work orders, and the maintenance work orders, the number of work orders, sorry. Um, and this is a AIBI tool on GeoViewer, which is telling you there are 3 miles of pipelines which has a probability of a leak between 81 to 100%. So I will click on this 3 mile of pipeline. You can actually see on the map which is that pipeline. And let's go through one of the pipeline. Um, yeah. So I've clicked on a pipeline. It's a pretty old pipeline, which is 1955. It has a history of 2 leaks in a short span time. Um, it's a steel pipeline. So we actually verified this with the water district, and they are planning to replace this pipelines in the next pipeline or water replacement pipeline program. So the beauty of this algorithm, it's actually telling you using the data that these pipelines have has a higher probability of failure. Um, Complement this with the field guys, just verify this with the field guys and start replacing the pipelines for the next year. um, so as an overview, why would you select Noble System for your asset management system? It's basically a digital twin system. It's a proven system and used by over 70 locations worldwide. It meets and exceeds the challenge requirement. Maybe it's customization or scalability, improves operational efficiency by reducing the non-revenue water loss and preventing the pipe burst, reducing the capital investment, improves the staff safety by going digital, smarter decisions making by using AI and machine learning algorithms, enhance communication between customer and executive agencies. And this is completely scalable. Like if you install I mean if you get GeoViewer for maybe a small project, you can start scaling as the time goes on. So as a cycle, it's a proven, reliable, secure, simple, and cost effective solution. If we have listed the contacts in this presentation, you can contact us if you have any queries. Thank you. That's all from me. Thanks for your time. Let us know if you guys have any questions.
Does anybody have any question? Okay, Tanmay, we have a question. Which water meter are we using? And what is the minimum system requirement?
Uh, Actually, for the water meter, you can use any water meter system. Maybe it's a digital one or maybe it's an analog one. GeoViewer is able to read the data using the barcode, or maybe just the numerical values from the analog value using the scanning system.
Who are your clients?
The
Well, okay. So let me take this one, Tanmay. Hi, my name is
Sure.
Jella. I am the business development manager for Geo Nobel here in the Philippines. And the clients that we have here in the Philippines, we have several from Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. We have Kalumpit Water District, Teresa Water District, Bustos Water District. We also have Bayawan Water District, Bogo Water District. And for Mindanao, we have Valencia Water District, we have Manolo Fortich, we have Wao all the way from Lanao. Yes, Lanao del Sur. Minimum system requirements, basically, you just need to have a robust internet connection to run your GeoViewer online. And for the GeoViewer mobile device, you can use the iOS, whether it's an iPhone or an iPad. And we're also coming up with the Android version for the mobile device, which will soon be out in the market. Minimum, I think I answered that. Okay. Tanmay, another question here. How does the system detect the exact leaking points?
Yeah, actually, that's a great question. So for that depends on the number of IoT devices you install in the district. For example, if your district I'm just giving an example. If the district is about 10 miles, you might need about six devices or maybe five devices to pinpoint the exact location of the leak using so what we do is we'll use the all the data from each device and see the trends going on in real time and pinpoint which device or which area with the device might have the leak, and that way it detects, like, tries to reduce the area of interest for every leak. Suppose if you have lesser device, the area of interest for a leak might be much huger and you might not be able to detect the exact location, but you might able to detect the area of that leak.
Thank you very much, Tanmay. Another follow-up question would have to do with internet. So what are the options for areas with shoddy internet?
Definitely. So with less internet, what we do is we will switch from cellular-based devices to other devices, which is called as LoRaWAN. So LoRaWAN is actually, you do not need internet. It's a separate dedicated Internet of Things network where you can map it. Like, we'll install the gateways there and create our own network for the devices to send the data back to your office.
Okay. Um, Question is, which protocol used to send IoT data to the GIS server? I think Tanmay, you addressed that. If SMS or HTTP, how do we have to load the
Uh,
device with credits? That is already actually included. Yes, please go ahead, Tanmay.
uh, Yeah, the protocol we use is MQTT, which is a little bit advanced protocol than GSM, SMS, GPRS, or HTTP. Or I might say it's a dedicated protocol just for sending the IoT data from the device to the GeoViewer platform using the internet.
Tanmay, I think you could explain how our system works with SCADA.
Yeah. So for SCADA, we have a software in middle which transfers the data from the device and converts the data which is compatible with your OPC servers in your SCADA system. So we'll just access the SCADA machines or your SCADA port from our system and convert this data, which is like real-time data, into a protocol understandable for the OPC servers, and the OPC servers will update this data on your SCADA. Basically, the OPC servers are linked to your SCADA, and the OPC server will update this data onto your SCADAs for the historians or maybe the trending or whatever you need.
Thank you, Tanmay, for that. A question here goes regarding the cost. Actually, the cost for our system is dependent on the number of the service connections that you have, and also depending on the number of the IoT devices that you would require. So if you'd like to discuss about the cost, please feel free to reach us. Our contact details are in our virtual booth. We can send you a proposal as soon as we have the details for the number of service connections and the number of IoT devices that you might require. Thank you. Any other questions? Well, I think we're done. Tanmay, I think we can wrap up if there's no other questions.
Yes.
Okay. So thank you very much for attending our interactive session. It's a pleasure presenting to you our solutions. And if you have any further concerns, or you would like us to discuss with you how to start your GIS and whatever solutions that we presented that you might be interested in, please feel free to get in touch with us. Visit our virtual booth. It will be running until the end of March, and we'll wait to hear from you. So, yes, a recording of the meeting will be available and it will be sent to everyone. So, thank you very much for your time and have a good day, everyone. Thank you, Tanmay. Great presentation.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good afternoon. Stay safe.